Hello, good morning and welcome to everybody who's tuned in to today's mindfulness and meditation webinar. My name is Audrey and I'll be talking you through for half an hour today's practices. As we've started a new month, I shall start with my most basic techniques to start with, in case there are new people that have joined us. Anybody that's joined me in the past, I'm sure if we go through another meditation you've already done, you will feel quite comfortable because you've already done it, and therefore you can sort of sit back, relax, and just enjoy it. And I hope you are all sitting comfortably. I hope you've all got some water. And if possible, if you tune in again and you haven't tuned in before, always have a notepad around so you can jot down anything that you like to remember, any notes that you'd like to make. And you might even be recording this for your own use in the future. Right, now I think we should start, and I want to make sure that you're all sitting there as comfortably as possible. Close your eyes if you want to, but the first techniques we're going to do is the breath. As I've mentioned in previous broadcasts, the breath is very important. When we get stressed, we produce dangerous chemicals. We go into a fight and flight mode. We switch off the logic part of the brain, and we cease to be able to solve problems because we don't have access to logical thought. And the same thoughts go round and round in our head like a little worry ball, like it just keeps on annoying us. If we take control of the breath, which is a spontaneous function, which we don't have to think about normally, we go into the part of the brain that helps the body relax because it produces the feel-good dopamine. And therefore we start to be able to think logically, able to cope with our problems. So today we're going to concentrate on taking control of the breath. Now I want you to breathe in for 5, hold it and breathe out for 7. Breathe in for 5, hold it and out for 7. But when we start, I will start by talking you through it, and then I'll leave you to do it for yourself. So make sure you're sitting comfortably and we'll start. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it, breathe out for 7. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In for 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it, out for 7. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In for 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. Hold it, out for 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In for 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Hold it, out for 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I want you to practice doing it for yourself. I shall say start. I shall say the word hold it after 5 and breathe out. But other than that, I want you to try it for yourself. Start. Hold it. Breathe out. Start. Hold it. Start. Hold it. Breathe out. Start. Hold it. Breathe out. Start. Hold it. Breathe out. Now I want you to do it completely on your own. I'll leave you for a short while you practice the breathing technique. If you want to practice breathing in for 7 and out for 9, if you're experienced at doing this before, do that. I'll be back for you shortly. Just practice your breathing. Well done. Now, I'm hoping you're feeling slightly more relaxed. And another technique that I'd like to tell you about, and I've mentioned it in past webinars, is that I always carry a stone with me. Any stone that's smooth. Now, one of the things you can use this stone for is that you've got an anxiety and a problem, something that you're really niggling you. Now, I want you to rub the stone with that problem. Put it into the stone. Let the stone have it. Imagine the stone taking all the pain or the anxiety or the problem, whatever the issue is that's really driving you mad at that particular moment, the stone is taking it. Actually, the movement of rubbing your thumb across the stone helps with relaxing the body. We've proved that touch itself does help soothe the body. So the touching of the stone itself is very soothing, because some people rub their ears. Some people, I have a tendency to just rub my thigh. But the stone itself is taking all those issues, all those problems. And then when you've finished, you go and run it under the tap and leave it on the shelf to dry, because the stone itself has taken away all the issues. You've got rid of the tension, you've got rid of the anxiety. And I hope that helps. It's just another technique. Now, once again, I want you to make sure you're sitting comfortable, because we're going to our first meditation. We're going back to basics, and the first one I like to do with people, in case people have joined me for the first time. So close your eyes, just listen to my voice as I talk you through this first meditation. Now I want you to imagine that you're no longer sitting in your chair, but you're standing in a cornfield on the perfect day. The sun is shining, the corn is waving in the breeze, and there's a path through the corn. I want you to start walking through that path, through the cornfield, enjoying the day, enjoying the slight breeze, the sunshine, the warmth, feeling comfortable, content, and happy as you walk through this path. And as you walk on through the path, you notice in front of you a temple. This is your temple. You've built it. You've constructed it. It's your design. It's unique to you. No one else can come here unless you invite them. This is your sanctuary, your safe space. I want you to walk up to the temple gate, open the gate and walk inside, closing the gate behind you. You walk into your garden. This garden in the future you will be designing. But walk through the garden to the door of the temple. Unlock the door and walk inside, closing the door behind you. As you walk inside your temple, you're greeted by bright, brilliant white light. You feel comfortable, relaxed. No one else can come here. This is your safe haven. This is a place of safety, somewhere only you can go. Walk through this white light to a door. Open the door and walk inside this room, closing the door behind you. This room is completely made of crystals. The floor, the wall, the ceiling, everywhere the crystals are shining bright. All colours of the rainbow. Beautiful, shining, glittering. You feel the wonderful energy of these magnificent crystals in this crystal healing room. In the middle of this room is a bed. The bed also is completely made of crystal. Now I want you to go and lie on the bed. Lie yourself down and you'll find it's the most comfortable bed you've ever laid on. You've never laid on such a comfortable bed. And now these crystals start to give off their energy and your body starts to absorb the energy. I want you to take your attention down to the very base of your spine, and there is a point there, we sometimes call it an energy point or a chakra. And I want you to imagine that at the base of your spine, there's a lotus flower that started to open from a bud into a full lotus blossom. This lotus blossom is now fully open, and the red energy from the red stones in the bed are now activated. You feel that red energy entering in through this lotus flower into that part of your body. You feel that red energy going down through the base of your spine into your legs. Each leg has this energy traveling through every blood cell, every muscle, every bone. The red energy starts to travel through the lower part of your body, your legs. This energy, as it travels, starts to pick up any negative energy in your body, any pain, any problems, leaving behind reactivated cells, re-energized cells as it moves down past the knees, past the lower legs, past the ankles into the feet. You feel it traveling round your feet into the tips of your toes. You feel it tingling, energizing, activating the cells to their best potential, removing any pain, any negativity, any problems. Now, you leave that energy where it is and take your attention back to about 4 inches above the base of the spine to what we call the sacral area of the body. Once again, I want you to imagine there's a lotus flower that's now at the moment a small bud. Unlock the small bud and open it into a large, magnificent lotus flower. And the orange stones in the bed are now activated. Bring in that energy through that lotus flower from the orange gems into your body. Allow that energy to flow round that lower part of the abdomen, all round the parts of the lower abdomen where the energy will activate the cells, removing pain, removing problems, re-energizing, reactivating those cells to their full potential. Allow that energy to do its work from the orange stones. Now, leaving that energy there doing its work, I want you to take your attention up to your stomach area or your solar plexus. Once again, you have a small lotus flower bud that's locked. Once again, I want you to take the lock off and open up the lotus flower bud to a full blossom. Once the full blossom is there, I want you to bring in the yellow energy from the yellow stones, just like the citrines. I want you to bring in that wonderful energy into the stomach area, into the mid-torso of the body. Once again, that energy travels round the mid-torso of your body, reactivating, re-energizing, removing pain, removing problems, any issues your body doesn't want. That yellow energy is now doing its work. Now I want you to take your attention up to the heart area of the body, the upper chest. Once again, there is a small lotus flower in the bud form that you need to unlock, make it blossom into a full lotus flower, and through the flower bring in pink or green stone energy, the pink quartz or the green emerald, or a combination of both. You can have both stones activated. Just bring the energy into your body, the pink, the green, or a combination of both. Feel that energy going around all the upper torso of your body, the lungs, the kidneys, the liver, the pancreas, the heart. You feel its healing abilities, activating the cells to their true potential, removing negative energy and pain, allowing your body to feel wonderful. Allow that energy also to flow down your arms, to go across your shoulders, down your arms to your elbows, down your forearms, into your wrists, into your fingertips. The whole of the upper torso, including your arms, is now activated with this green, pink, or combination energy. You feel it tingling, you feel it activating that part of your body, you feel the pain being removed, you feel the positivity being left there in your body. Now take your attention to your throat. Once again, you have a small bud-like chakra in the throat. Once again, you take off the lock, you open up the chakra to a full lotus blossom, and you allow the blue energy from the blue stones, the blue sapphires, the blue quartz, anything that's as blue stone is now activated, from the sky blue topaz, London blue topaz, midnight blue topaz. All the blue stones are now activated and bringing that energy in to your throat chakra. You allow that energy to flow around the throat, around the lower face, up through the nose, up to the eyes. All the lower part of the face is now being activated with this energy. You're able to speak your truth, to clear away anything that you don't want in that part of your body, any negative energy. Anything that you don't want is now being removed by this wonderful blue energy. It's leaving behind positivity, leaving behind activated cells, rejuvenated cells. Now take your attention, leaving that energy where it is, take your attention to your middle of your forehead or the third eye, the pineal gland. Once again, the small bud-like lotus bud is unlocked and you let it generate into a large lotus blossom. Once again, we allow this lotus blossom to open to bring in the indigo coloured stones, the dark indigo. All indigo stones from the bed are activated, and the energy enters in through the lotus flower into the mind, into the brain, into the upper part of the head. All negative thoughts are being washed away, pain, headaches, problems. Allow the indigo energy just wash everything away, leaving behind positive energy, leaving behind reactivated brain cells, clearing away the troubled mind, leaving behind a pure crystal clear thoughts. Now, leaving that energy to do its work, we take our attention to the very top of our head. Once again, we open up the bud at the top of the head into the full lotus flower. And once again, we allow the violet energy to come through from the amethyst, the violet amethysts, and the other stones that are violet in colour are activated. We bring in that energy and we connect ourselves to the wonderful energy of the universe, from the energy that's out there that gives us life, gives us the support, that helps us live in the earth, lets the earth sustain us, allows all the energy of the violet energy to surround us, to surround our whole body, our being, keeping us safe and secure in our environment and in Mother Earth. Once again, we allow the violet energy to do its work. Now I want you to take your attention back down to the base of your spine again, where we'd opened up the root chakra, the red chakra. We'd allow the red energy to come in. Now I want you to think about bringing back red energy from the tips of your toes up through it that contains anything your body doesn't want, any negative energy, leaving behind just the positive energy. Imagine any negative energy rising up through your feet, through your lower shins, up through your thighs, up to your hips, into that chakra. All the negative pain, all the negative part of that body, aches, problems, illness, everything now is just absorbed in this red energy, leaving behind anything that you're behind positive energy. You no longer have the pain and the problems in that part of the body because the red energy is now back in the root chakra, ready to be expelled back into the crystal bed. Allow that red negative energy to flow back into the crystal bed. And now I want you to shut that chakra back to a tight bud. Now take your attention to 4 inches above the root chakra to the sacral chakra. Once again, the orange energy that's flowed around that part of the body, leave behind the positive energy, but bring back with the orange energy any negative problems, pain, issues, anything your body doesn't need in that part of the body. Allow the orange energy, the negative orange energy, to flow back into that sacral chakra. Once again, I want you to pass that negative orange energy out through the lotus flower back into the crystal bed. And I want you to close up that lotus flower into a tight bud and lock it. Now take your attention up to the solar plexus, the stomach area of the body. Once again, the yellow energy has done its work around that part of the body. I want you to leave behind the positive yellow energy, but any negative energy that the yellow has absorbed, I want you to bring back into the solar plexus, and I want you once again to expel it into the crystal bed. Allow the crystal bed to take that negative energy back. Once again, I want you to close the lotus flower into a tight bud and lock it. Now I want you to take your attention up to the upper torso, to the heart chakra. Once again, I want you to bring back the pink or the green energy. Bring it back from the tips of your fingers, up through your wrists, up through your elbows, up past your shoulders, back down into the heart chakra. Once again, anything that's in the upper torso that's negative, any negative energy from the pink and the green energy, I want you to expel back into the crystal bed. Once again, I want you to close the chakra from the lotus flower back to a bud and lock it. Now I want you to take your attention to your throat chakra. Once again, allow the energy to come back from the eyes, the ears, the nose, the mouth, all around the throat, leaving behind the positive blue energy, but all negative energy is now put back in that chakra, expelled back into the crystal bed. Once again, I want you to close the chakra back to a tight bud and lock it. Now I want you to take your attention to the third eye. Once again, the third eye wants to bring back all the negative energy back into the lotus flower from the brain, the mind, all issues, problems, nagging thoughts, all brought back with the indigo energy into that chakra, leaving behind positive thoughts, positive energy, regenerating cells to their full potential. Everything about the mind is clear and swept clean as you bring the negative energy back into that chakra. Once again, you expel it back into the crystal bed. Once again, close the chakra to a tight bud and lock it. Now take your attention to the top of your head where the violet chakra is open. Once again, allow the violet energy to have that's absorbed negativity to sink back into the crystal bed, leaving the rest of your body surrounded by positive energy, positive energy that you can live in. All negative energy is now being absorbed back into the crystal bed, and I want you to close that chakra to a tight bud. Now that you've completely contained the positive energy within your body, I want you to leave the crystal bed and I want you to walk towards the door. The crystal bed will now re-energize all that negative energy into positive energy. You don't have to worry about it. You've left all the aches and pains and problems behind in the crystal bed as you walk towards the door. But on the door is your cloak. This is your magic cloak. This is the cloak that you use to keep all this new positive energy within your being. I want you to wrap yourself in this cloak. This cloak can be of any colour of your choice. The lining and the outside can be completely different colours. You choose. It can be all sorts of colours. But wrap yourself in this cloak and keep the positive energy completely secure within you. This cloak contains mirrors. So if you come across any aggravating situations or people, these mirrors on the cloak can be activated to reflect away all negative thought, energy and words. This cloak is your protection, your cloak of protection. Now I want you to open the door, walk out through the door and close the door behind you and walk back into the beautiful light of the room that you first came into. Now as you come into this room, you notice that there's a table with a candle and a chair in front of it. I want you to go over to the table, light the candle and sit in front of the candle on the chair. Now, behind the candle is somebody you can talk to, somebody that you can share your innermost thoughts with. You're safe and secure because no one else can enter this sanctuary. This is your place of safety. Talk to that person. Share with them any issues or problems, anything that you're really having difficulty solving, any issues that are really difficult for you. I want you to have a conversation with that person behind the candle, hoping that they will inspire you and give you guidance. I'm going to leave you for a short while you talk to the person behind the candle. Make sure that you're sitting comfortable and do not be afraid to share your innermost worries and thoughts. You are completely safe within your own sanctuary. I'll be back for you shortly. Now it's time to leave that person. Say thank you very much for being there. I want you to put the candle out and walk back towards the door of your sanctuary. I want you to open the door of your sanctuary, closing it firmly behind you and locking it. I want you to walk out of this path of the sanctuary towards the gate, closing the gate behind you back into the cornfield. Walk back through the cornfield, back through that cornfield, enjoying the peace, the quiet, knowing that all situations can be solved and dealt with if we have time and space to deal with it. Knowing that you can come back to that sanctuary anytime you have issues, anytime you want healing, anytime you just want space for yourself and your own thoughts. This is where you can return. This is where you can feel safe and secure. I want you to then leave that cornfield and put yourself firmly back in your chair. Firmly put your feet on the floor and welcome back. Welcome back into this reality. I hope you feel more relaxed. I hope you feel more content, knowing you can return to that temple anytime you need to. And I think now we need to wake up the body, to give ourselves a little shake. Take our arms backwards and forwards, shake our hands, move our head from side to side, stamp our feet a bit, enjoy the rest of the day. I hope you feel more energized, and thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you join me again in the future, and have a wonderful week. Take care, and may whoever loves you be with you at all times. Goodbye.